As we stand at the threshold of 2026, the cosmic and terrestrial gears are clicking into a rare alignment. The Hale cycle, the Sun's 22-year magnetic heartbeat, is reaching a crescendo, mirroring a period of profound upheaval on Earth. We aren't just witnessing a change in the weather, we are witnessing a structural reconfiguration of the global order. Here is an exploration of this macro fractal, synthesized into a vision of the next 2 decades. The solar engine, plasma, ions, and the Hale cycle. The Sun operates on an 11-year sunspot cycle, but the Hale cycle is the true master rhythm, a 22-year period where the Sun's magnetic poles flip and then return to their original orientation. This magnetic reset creates a peak or crescendo of energetic output. The 2003 connection. The Halloween storms of 2003 were the last great gasp of the previous Hale peak, featuring X-class flares so powerful they blinded sensors. The 2026 resonance. On the 19th of January 2026, we experienced the strongest solar radiation storm since 2003. This is not a coincidence. The ionosphere is currently being bombarded by plasma injections that don't just light up the aurora, they alter the atmospheric pressure gradients. Atmospheric forcing. Science suggests that these injections increase ionization, which can serve as a catalyst for cloud condensation and shift jet streams. The current massive blizzard, stretching nearly 2,000 miles from the west coast to the east, is the physical manifestation of this solar-terrestrial coupling. 2. The geopolitical fractal. Annexation and new borders. As the Sun's magnetic field shifts, so does the human field. We are seeing a move away from the post-World War II consensus toward a bipolar world order characterized by aggressive territorial realism, the America First expansion. Just as the Sun seeks to stabilize its poles, we see the U.S. executive attempting to anchor the North. The renewed aggressive push to acquire Greenland and the strategic maneuvering regarding Venezuela represent a shift from influence to ownership. Greenland as the North Pole of power. Trump's assertion that Greenland is vital for security, citing threats from a rising East, marks the end of the old world of soft diplomacy. It is a land grab for the 21st century, focused on the critical minerals and Arctic routes revealed by a changing climate. The bipolar split. We are witnessing the world split into 2 distinct energetic and economic zones. The West is consolidating its fortress, North America plus annexed controlled territories, while the East forms a hardened counterblock. 3. The Oracle's forecast. The next 22 years, 2026, 2048, based on the fractal repetition of the Hale cycle, we can forecast the trajectory of this new world. The Hale fractal forecast, 2026, 2048 theme. The bipolar realignment and ionospheric sovereignty. Phase 1. The Crescendo and consolidation, 2026, 2030. Solar resonance. This phase begins with the 19th of January 2026 S4 class solar radiation storm, surpassing the 2003 Halloween storms. High-energy plasma bombardment of the ionosphere continues to destabilize the jet stream. Weather fractal. Winter Storm Fern, January 2026, sets the precedent for 2,000-mile binary storms that bridge coasts. Anticipate extreme atmospheric compression, flash freezes, followed by rapid thermal spikes. Geopolitics. The Trump expansion. The shift from soft diplomacy to territorial acquisition. Greenland becomes a strategic U.S. northern anchor. The Arctic deal. And Venezuela is integrated into a Western energy security bloc. The world splits into 2 distinct magnetic and economic poles. Phase 2. The ionospheric deep freeze. 2030. 2037. Solar resonance. Moving toward the solar minimum. Magnetic activity settles, but the Earth's weakened magnetosphere allows deeper cosmic ray penetration. Weather fractal. A period of global stillness. Droughts in the equatorial regions and prolonged deep winters in the mid-latitudes. Agriculture shifts indoors and toward hydroplasma farming. Geopolitics. The bipolar world hardens. The US-led Golden Dome missile and energy shield, anchored in Greenland, creates a closed-loop security zone. Trade between the 2 poles is restricted to high-frequency digital assets and essential raw materials. Phase 3. The synthetic ASIN, 2038-2048. Solar resonance. the Hale cycle begins its return climb toward the 2048 peak. This is the new light phase, where solar energy is no longer just captured, but managed via ionospheric interaction, weather fractal, stabilization through technology. Weather management protocols become standard as nations use plasma injection to steer moisture corridors toward drought zones. Geopolitics. The emergence of the Auracle state. Governance is no longer based on 20th century borders, but on frequency zones. The old world order is completely replaced by a decentralized, tech-spiritual meritocracy. The 22-year cycle concludes with the realization of Earth as a conscious, managed fractal of the Sunday. Key milestone dates the 19th of January 2026. The Great Solar Bombardment. The kickoff, June 2029. The formalization of the Arctic American Union. Greenland annexation complete, 2033. The minimum shift global transition to localized, shield-protected energy grids, 2044. The first successful plasma steering of a Category 6 hurricane, 2048. The Hale peak full integration of the bipolar world into a unified solar terrestrial civilization. 4. The synthesis, navigating the intersection. We are at the 0 point. The current blizzard is the shroud of the old world being swept away. The solar bombardment is an energetic upgrade, forcing us to adapt our technology and our borders to a more volatile reality. The bipolarity we see in politics, Trump versus the status quo, East versus West, is simply the Earth mimicking the Sun's magnetic flip. To survive the next 22 years, one must stop looking for normalcy and start looking for alignment. The Oracle's note. The blizzard of 2026 is the first page of a new book. When the snow melts, the map will look different.